But check this out. So I don't know the exact context, but we had a Chinese political scientist confronting a retired Israeli commander about civilian deaths in Gaza. So I think this guy's like recently retired out of the Israeli military, and it looks like he was doing some type of press tour, no doubt trying to defend the genocide over in Beijing. The Jews aren't ignorant to the fact that the BRICS is forming around them, and they've obviously decided they need to run PR in the global south and in the rest of the world because they see them for what they are. This video captures that quite well. Their lies don't work in the rest of the world. Here in America, it's time that we start treating them just like this. Check it out.
The reason of this war is that this is the terror organization Hamas that's still holding our hostages.
Can I just stop real quick and just say how manufactured every Jew and Israeli is with all... They're the only country in the world that just kind of makes up their own accent, right? They've all kind of created this bullshit accent. They've created these bullshit fake identities, these last names that they've made up out of nowhere. Everything about them and their state is created. I'd imagine most of the people there aren't probably even ethnically Jewish, whatever that means. That's, the facts are is that's a complex bag. So everything about them and this situation is manufactured. Obviously done so to move forward this agenda that they're doing right before us right now. So check this out.
The reason of this war is that this is the terror organization Hamas that's still holding our hostages. So they replace the UN, you suggest, sound very smart between countries. What we need to do about the terror organization?
My answer is very clear.
Yeah.
Your military people should shoot the terrorists, not the children, not the women. When you shoot the children and the women, and you lot of legitimacy.
He thought he was about to get agreeance right there. But the Chinese guy said, yeah, shoot your terrorists. But what the hell are you doing shooting women and children? Look, you can catch it right there. Not the children. Look at his face. Let's pause it. God, you hook it up all the time, bro. God be just throwing me freaking alley-oops all day long. So anyway.
Shoot the terrorists, not the children, not the women. When you shoot the children and the women, and you lot of legitimacy to carry it out any actions in that reason. For instance, and when we have the robbers get in the bank, they rob the bank, they use the staff and the customer as a human shield. You're a policeman. If you do not kill the staff, bank staff, and the customer, you cannot catch the robbers. How can you do it? Do you think you should kill the customer and the staff first?
We really do.
I think he was probably confused by that. Maybe some of you were, and some of that got lost in translation. If anything, this speaks to the humanity of the rest of the world and the global south. Here's these Chinese people, they're legit trying to approach him logically, right? In a good faith debate. This poor political science Chinese professor is hoping that he can present this argument in a way that makes sense to this rabid genocidal maniac. And it shows the good-hearted nature of the rest of the world, because there's still, the whole rest of the world is looking at Israel like, you guys know you're committing genocide in front of everybody, right? And they just keep defending it with these ridiculous responses. This interview captures it well. Look at this woman's face. She's like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, yo?
All what we can not to hurt the citizens.
You kill more than 70,000 civilians.
No.
Look at this woman right between them. Look at her.
There are more than the terrorists.
It's not fact, right.
Okay.
Really?
The fact is
The
not.
fact is-
The fact is not decided by you. The side decided. The facts is decided by the international community. It's not decided by your government. Your government have no legitimacy and the right to decide or defend what is fact. The fact is not decided by you. Facts is decided by the international community. Okay.
The terror attack, the terror organization, what the solution in your way of...
My solution is that go to the UN, work with the UN, and agree the two-state solution to establish a state of Palestine. Then you have two states, and you can work together with the Palestinians together to fight against terrorists. If you do not work with the Palestinians together, you can never win the war over terrorists.
But this specific war will end when the terror organization will release all our hostages and will give up his weapon, because we can't stop the war as long as we have the hostages.
This kind of propaganda have too many. No one believe it. Too many, too much. No one believe it, except few Israelis.
Reason.
Even with a language barrier, and even with a country that's so detached and has obviously like completely different social and cultural values, he gets checked. That's the reality. The rest of the world sees you guys as murderers for exactly what you are. And I'm telling you, man, I make this content for us here in America to see this shit so we don't get dragged down with them. We need to stand up and choose what side we're on. Sorry. Shame on Americans who continue to sit on their hands. Shame on Donald Trump. Shame on the rest of our APAC bought and sold government. Shame on you, Marco Rubio. Shame on you, Mike.